This is the Flux 1 month overview reading for the month of January 2023. It's currently December 30th, 2022, approximately exactly 11:52 p.m. Eastern Time. Flux at the time of this reading is approximately 0.469 or just under 47 cents. The overall theme of behavior, we have a notable decline. It's crossed, this is a notable decline on a multi-day chart, probably bigger scale than just a 1 month chart. And it's crossed with a rally that ends with a rally that ends with the halting of a bullish trend, marked by a sharp decline through a key support on the scale of at least a 1 month chart. Behavior around the highest high, there's a prominent peak from which there will be a notable sell-off on the scale of at least a 1 month chart, and then the behavior around the lowest low, we have sideways fluctuations with a bearish trend leading into the low. The low offers a notable opportunity, bullish opportunity to open up a long position based on it being the Empress card. In a lot of cases, that means it's a fertile opportunity. From what I can tell so far, looking at the timeline cards, it very much does appear to lead that way. Like, we have a rise to a highest high on the 12th, right? So there's a bit of a rally, and it ends with the completion card, the completion of a rally marked, and then there's a sharp drop that'll stand out on a 1 month chart the following day. So like you could easily have the tower card, or the tower energy there. And then we have the low at the end of the month. So after that, we have this sharp decline that continues. I wonder if I can identify where that support level is that it breaks down through. Matter of fact, it's likely on the 15th, the support level that we break through. There'll be a crest, and then we sell off from an overbought crest there. But I say the 15th because we have a correlation there to the Hangman card. If you don't know what I'm talking about as far as timeline cards or how to read this color code, guys, there's a book that we have out. You can get it on Kindle, you can get it at Amazon, you can go to the website tarotfortraders.com and buy it. It's on sale for 29 bucks on the website, I know that. It's normally 55 bucks. It's the only book that has the information that it has in it. There's no other book on the planet that has the detail, like even remotely close to what we have as far as for specific to traders. So there's 4 other books about tarot and investing. None of them are of the same caliber, if you ask me. None of them were written by an ex-Wall Street stockbroker, that's for sure. So with that said, guys, on the first, we have a prominent crest that'll stand out on a 1 month chart. What do I mean by a prominent crest? This is a highest high and a prominent crest. This is just a prominent crest, a prominent crest, a prominent crest, right? This is a lowest low. This is a prominent low or prominent trough, a prominent high or highest high, prominent high or prominent crest. You get my point? It'll stand out. And there's a rally that along a diagonal trend line that breaks down first with a fast sudden move higher, and then a breakdown through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. There's also a trade opportunity there on the first, which I'll get into in the paid version. On the second, we have multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance. My mouth is so dry. Ugh. The heat is like steam heat. It like sucks all the air out. In any case, multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance here on the second. On the third, we're bound by a range on the scale of a 1 month chart. Looks like the upper end of a range towards the end of the day. There's a prominent crest there for the month. And then on the fourth, we have a prominent low. Congress may be highlighted here, either that or there's like a holding pattern having to do with like something, some leader in the spotlight, and the holding pattern probably ends there with a sharp excuse me. Okay, so the holding pattern ends with a big move to the upside, but that's first off of a prominent low there, and it looks like there's a prominent low there towards the end of the day. The holding pattern ends the following day with a big move higher, but that big move higher is also, it's like a pop and drop. There's a full retracement of that move higher. Again, a trade opportunity on the 5th that I get into in the trade paid version with the trades. Prominent crest on the 5th. Big move to the upside towards the end of the day there, but there's like a full retracement. Like we have a move higher on the 5th, either matched by a full move back down, making like a triangular shape there on the 5th, or we have a move higher on the 5th and a full retracement the following day, making like a triangular. Sometimes that happens. My sense is that we probably have like a little bit of both. It's kind of like on the end there, the peak. But with that said, we have a prominent crest or peak for the month there on the 6th with a failed attempt to break through key resistance at a level that we expected to break through based on technical analysis. Usually when we see the disappointment card, what happens is the resistance that we failed to break through and everybody's expecting us to break through, we had recently tested it and failed and then come down and falsely establish support and then come back to test the resistance again. So everybody's expecting us to break through because we had this false establishment of support. And instead of breaking through, we turn around and we break down through that falsely established support. It looks like midday on the 6th, notable decline. On the 7th, there's a brief peak, possibly another... there's a bit of a rally there. On the FLUX January 2023 chart, is the peak price level on the 7th a higher price level than the peak price level on the 6th? Yes. Okay, so we have another significantly prominent high here on the 7th and a halting of a bullish trend. So it'll be a brief peak that's easily missed. There's a trade opportunity there. Again, I'll get into that in the paid version. And then from that brief, easily missed peak on the 7th, there's a sharp decline through multiple support levels. The following day, though, another trade opportunity. There's a notable rally offering an opportunity. And on the 9th, looks like we likely gap down there on the 9th. There's sideways, on the 9th, there's a rally. On the 9th, there's a rally along the diagonal trend line out of a prominent trough and another trade opportunity there. But there's a lot of price movement on the 9th, offering multiple opportunities for trades. And I'll get into that in the paid version. On the 10th, there's a crest that we sell off from, down to and through a support level. We do a U-shaped reversal below that support level, come back and reuse it as support. That's on the scale of a 1-month chart. On the 11th, the Magus card, we have a rally along a diagonal trend line. It's a notable rally higher. It will break through at least one horizontal resistance, a significant one on a 1 month, and at least meet a secondary one. We probably continue higher the following day on the 12th because we have the completion of a bullish trend and the highest high for the month there on the 12th. That would be followed by a sharp decline, possibly starting on the 12th, but definitely on taking place by the 13th, a sharp decline, because we have that tower card as the highest high. We have the highest high here and then a notable decline on the scale of a 1-month chart standing out. It does offer a trade opportunity, which I'll get into in the paid version. On the 14th, we have a decline through a support level on the scale of a 1-month chart that we've recently broken down through once before. On the 15th, this is where we most likely have a breakdown through the support level that we have highlighted here as the halting of a bullish trend marked by a sharp decline through key support. We have this sharp decline, continues, we break through a support we broke down through before, and then here we have a crest that of overbought crest that we sell off from, significantly standing out on a 1 month. On the 16th, we have a rally that increases with the momentum moving forward in time. It takes us to... So we gap down on the 17th, and then there's a notable move higher out of a prominent low for the month. There's a notable move higher, creating a prominent crest for the month as well. And we successfully turn old resistance into new support on the scale of a 1 month. The following day, we have both a prominent high and a prominent crest again. So there's quite a bit of volatility going on here on the 17th and 18th, which is right around where retrograde ends. Interesting enough, that's where we should see the most volatility, and we have a notable decline on the 18th that increases with momentum moving forward in time. It's matched by the opposite card on the 19th, the rally that increases with momentum moving forward in time. And then again, we have a prominent high and a prominent low, both on the 20th there for the month of January. It looks like we declined from a prominent high down to a prominent low there with increasing momentum as we move forward into the low. The following day, we probably gap up on the 21st, and then there's a notable decline through multiple support levels on the scale of a 1 month. We attempt to reestablish support on the 22nd. It looks like there's a low or a decline to a low at the end of the day there on the 22nd, and then on the 23rd there's erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. In the midst of that erratic behavior back and forth, we do revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity, and we have a prominent crest there for the month on the 23rd as well. On the 24th, there's a decline that ends with a fast sudden move to the upside. That fast sudden move to the upside Oh, wow. Oh, wow, there's a really good trade on the 9th that we close out of here on the 25th and the 28th. But again, I'll get into that in the paid version. In any case, so there's like a trade opportunity at the end of the day, or at the cusp there on the 25th. Oh, here it is at the beginning of the day on the 25th. So we have a fast sudden move higher on the at the end of the day on the 24th, or overnight on the 24th, and it continues early morning on the 25th, reaching for a distant resistance level. There's an opportunity there to trade, and on the 26th, a day trade opportunity, there's an unexpected move higher there, and a prominent crest early in the day. On the 27th, an important resistance level is highlighted, and quite a bit of volatility there, offering an opportunity to place several trades. Well, protection is advised at the end of the day. And then we have our lowest low for the month there on the 28th, it looks like. A significant trade opportunity when rotating sideways along support. We also have a prominent high on that day as well. So we go from a prominent high to a prominent low. Correct. We go from a prominent high to a lowest low there on the 28th. And then on the 29th, we have a rally that increases with momentum moving forward into a significant resistance level, and then we have a bit of a decline off of that resistance level. There's a day trade opportunity there on the 29th. On the 30th, we have a notable move higher with a breakout standing out on a 1 month scale, and then on the 30th, we have sideways rotation along the key support level. Looks like it eventually turns into a notable drop standing out on a 1 month chart based on the correlation to the universe card. And then the following month, we have the sneak preview card, which is selling from overbought crest or peak will be the main highlight. Looks like the halting of a bullish trend again there in February. All right, guys, that's Flux for January 2023. The way that you guarantee that the Flux monthly comes out public every single month is by supporting the channel and going to the website tarotfortraders.com right here, signing up for the $29 a month subscription. It's worth way more money than that, guys. It definitely is when we have accuracy regularly in the 90s. Type in the ticker you're looking for, click on subscription, subscribe now, and that'll get it guaranteed. But you'll also get the paid version, whereas you're guaranteeing the public version for everybody, but you'll also get the paid version. Not only does it have the best trades that we see for the month, but it also comes out earlier than the public version, so you have more time to analyze it. Most importantly, my friends, is February 9th of 2023. The price of this is going up to probably $50, maybe higher, $50 a month. Anybody that has it at $29 a month is going to have that price grandfathered in at least to the next year, probably the following year after that. So with that said, guys, don't dilly-dally, and make sure you follow that rule of karma, my friends. The best way to follow the rule of karma is to donate that 5% of the profits made from the information you see on this channel. Donate it here at our PayPal donation link. You can also send it to Cash App. That works easily as well. And you got to do it every time you make money, my friends. Every time. Don't put it off, because the universe will cut off that flow of capital to you, that flow of profits. That's just the way it works, my friends. Make sure you follow that rule of karma. And thank you, my friends. I love you all. Those of you that choose to follow and fight the good fight. I love you, my friends. Blessings. I'll see you on the next one. This is the Q&A for price levels for Flux coin. And for those of you that are interested, the shuffle file was created yesterday at 10:47 p.m. That's today's the 30th, so it was December 29th, 2022. And the shuffle file is this file right here. This is the FLUX coin 1 month overview reading for the month of January 2023. It's currently December 29th, 2022, approximately 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. FLUX is 0.4801, or just under 50 cents. Is FLUX Coin's highest price level of January 2023 taking place on January 12th of 2023? Yes, and I get the peace card, meaning probably see it again, like one other place. Does FLUX Coin's highest price level of January 2023 take place on 2 separate days in January, and only 2 separate days in January of 2023? No. Does FLUX Coin's highest price level of January 2023 appear in more than one day of January 2023? I gotta know. Okay, so it's just the 12th. Interesting. That'll be a key price level, and I got a peace card for some reason. I actually pulled it twice because I did an earlier take. That would make sense though. It's towards the beginning, and then we have the sharp decline. So there's the halting of a bullish trend, right? We have the end of a bullish trend right here. There's the halting of a bullish trend and a sharp decline, and we see a notable decline off of the high. It looks like there's a notable decline here. Does FLUX Coin's lowest price level of January 2023 take place on January 18th, 2023? No. Does FLUX Coin's lowest price level of January 2023 take place on January 28th of 2023? Yes. Let's swap these, because there's still a prominent low there. Does FLUX Coin's lowest price level of January 2023 take place on more than one day of January 2023? No. Ooh, that's inverted. Did I shuffle up my cards again? Alright, let's do that one more time. Does FLUX Coin's lowest price level of January 2023 take place on more than one day of January 2023? I gotta know again, okay? So we got a lowest low there. We can get rid of this as a lowest low. And we get a highest high on the 12th, and that makes more sense that it wouldn't be a lowest low because we have a highest high the following day. Sometimes it's, but in any case, that's looking pretty good. And that's FLUX Coin Q&A for January 2023. My friends, if you want to see the portion about the trades, the best trades that we see for FLUX Coin in the month of January, go to the website tarotfortraders.com and check out our, go here. Go to our services, Eso-Meta forecasts. That's the shuffle. Click on here, put in the FLUX ticker as the symbol that you're interested in. Click on $29 a month, subscribe, and boom, you get the paid version emailed to you ahead of the public version coming up. Public version doesn't include the best paid trade, or the paid best trade portion that we have in the paid version. And the paid version also comes out ahead of it. In most cases, comes out ahead of the public version as well. But most importantly, be supporting the channel. And if you are utilizing this information regularly, then you already know that $29 a month is way, way cheap. Speaking of which, my friends, February 9th, we are raising the price on everything on the website, and we're basically grandfathering in anybody's price. Like if you were to get a $29 per subscription now, and come February we raise the price, your subscription would stay at $29 at least for a year, at least for a couple of years probably. So it's highly recommended, my friends, because it's going up. It's worth way more than $29 a month. I'll see you guys. Make sure you follow that rule of karma. And if you don't know what I'm speaking about, make sure you go to the website, to the YouTube channel, check out our video. The rule of karma explained. It's super important. If you plan to make money from this information, you must follow that rule of karma, and you must do it every single time. Don't put it off. That's scarcity mind. That's a trap that will cut off your gains. The universe will not have you making money from this information and not following the rule of karma. It's just the way it is. Don't forget to put it out a little bit out forward too as well. It's important to keep that flow going, my friends. I'll see you later.